And welcome back to the Paul Holden Details channel, and welcome back to the comfort of my living room once again, because it's raining outside and it's damp and I'm getting old and I don't want to stand in a very damp and horrible, filthy dirty, to be honest with you, Pratt cave. Needs tidying up. And also I'm waiting for a delivery. More of this stuff. More? I've got an obsession, not just with detailing stuff, it's this stuff, hi-fi gear. Anyway, this video, this was a little bit different, this one. So this was shot on location at a Mazda specialist. This is in a place called Franglium. I think I pronounced that right. This is where Ed Sheeran lives, that famous guy. He's made a couple of songs, I know. And yeah, this was a very, very long day. All I can say is I think I set my alarm for 5:10 in the morning, and I walked through a door at 7:15 at night with very, very soggy underwear. And not in a good way. Can there be a good way of getting soggy pants? I'm not too sure. Anyway, it chucked it down with rain, and I did manage to film, and I filmed an xtrail. Now, Paul's bought some Auto Bright products, some mild deep products, and a splattering of others, and I did manage to get a video. And it's not the best video I've ever made, because I kind of wanted to get more shots, but that was down to that stuff in the sky, and you'll see that in this video. There is a little bit of ambient sound because they were playing music, 80s music, which for some reason they thought I was old. Don't know where I got that idea from. So you will get a little bit of sound in this. It's not my usual stuff, but massive thanks to Stewie Preston providing the soundtrack to this video. Enjoy. Pour yourself a large drink, because you're gonna need it. Roll the video.
So here we go then. The largest Mazda MX-5. No, it's not a Mazda MX-5. You will see those at the end of the video. Please wait to the end of this video to check out the Mazdas that me and Paul did a full decon on, and we were machine polished and protected. You will see more Mazdas in videos. Videos are up and coming from this premises, believe it or not. We will be back on location fairly shortly, I believe, sometime in March. So this is the Dirty Diesel Runabout. Bit of a workhorse, this. It's actually in really good nick for the age of the vehicle. No curb rash, because it's not obviously not been to Tesco's. Other supermarkets are available. Now, the first thing you're going to say is, where are the RIMMATS? Well, they're on the van, aren't they, with the Scotch eggs and the beef sandwiches. Yeah, didn't eat lunch till about 4 o'clock. Oh dear. I completely forgot to put them under, and by the time we started doing this, it was getting on. It was getting late. So one thing you can see is there's not a great deal of water pressure, believe it or not. Domestic water pressure is very different to commercial, I've found in the past. Let me know what you think about that in the comments section. Using the Neil Fist this week as well, or in this video. Could be any week. Going in with a Vicam brush. Why am I using a Vicam brush? Well, it's fairly large, and the main reason is I left my EZ bog brush at home. Yes, oh dear, no, that's not the right one. That's the large wheel brush. So concerned with making my sandwiches at 5 AM in the morning. So we're going to go in with the wheel and tyre cleaner from Auto Bright. I'll put links down to the websites underneath the video, Auto Bright and Mile Deep, and do not worry. So while that's dwelling, I'm going to go in with some Purple Velvet. That again is Auto Bright's shampoo. This is just going to make it easier to clean. It lubes up your wash media, just makes it for a nicer process. Because I didn't put the rim mats down, I'm just really watching my knuckles. So what we're after is, we want the brightening effect. We want these wheels to look a damn sight brighter. Yes, we want the grime to go, but we want that brightening effect. So this is an all-in-one product. It's not a fallout remover. It's a tyre and wheel cleaner. And that is not a chemical resistant brush. Paul, you've got hundreds of them. Why are they in your Pratt cave? So if you want, you can go in with a microfiber or a wheel mitt of your choice. I have very, very large hands, and the wheel mitts don't really fit. So next up is Mile Deep Fallout Remover. It's got a nice spray head on this, allowing you to get the full face on the wheel, cover it completely and get into the barrel. I can't stand those stupid jet things. Yes, I know, you can adjust them. So this is the rear. So while that's dwelling, we're going to concentrate on the rear wheel. And that was the bleeding mess. No, it's not a mess, is it? That's just a slight case of fallout on the front rims. No high-speed cornering in this Tonka toy. So this is Autobrite's Citrus Pre-Wash. You can use this in a pump spray or a trigger spray. I prefer using a trigger spray. I have been using the IK. I find it kind of dilutes products a little bit too much, to be honest with you, and it rips through them. It really does go through them quick. So we're going to give this a coat of this. We're going to go from the windows down. So my second camera, my poor Canon 700D, suffered a cracked filter during the day. I put it on the boot of one of the Mazdas and it toppled over. Oh dear. Straight onto Amazon on the way home while eating my lunch. So we're going to allow this to dwell. Yes, I've turned into Farmer Giles, or Farmer Piles. I'm now wearing Wellingtons. Remember them at school? Wellingtons? Yeah. Same as the mittens we used to have the elastic through. God, I'm showing my age. Right, we're going to get in here with a detailing brush. We're going to allow that citrus to dwell, and we're going to get in here and give it a good going over. Get rid of all that gunk. So once this has been dwelling, you can then go in with your pressure washer. I choose to go up the vehicle. Why? Because it's a tool, it's directional. You can see you actually taking the muck off. If you flood the vehicle from the top down, you simply won't take the dirt off. It's up to you. You can argue in the comments section, but this is the way I've always done it. It was the way I was taught, and it seems to work quite well. So there is a water stain just underneath that rear wiper. I noticed that. On the whole, it's doing a good job. It's getting rid of all the organic grime. So I don't think we need to worry about fallout like the Mini. If you're a regular to the channel, you need to check out that video. Thanks to all the new subscribers that have been subscribing of late and interacting with the channel. You can also interact with me via Instagram if you want. You can send me DMs, direct messages. I'm always around. So underneath that, there's a little bit of tar going on. Not a huge amount. Wait a minute, he's changed trousers. That's Paul Watson, isn't it? Next up, we have the snow foam from Autobrite. Now, this is the coloured snow foam. These aren't to everyone's liking. They're gimmicky. They're get yourself noticed. It's like, what on earth have you put on that car? In my opinion, do they really clean a lot? No, I don't think they do. That's just my personal opinion. And now the attempt of making a thumbnail. Ever wondered how these blokes do this, or how YouTubers make thumbnails? Yeah, like that. So once we've finished around making a thumbnail and just generally being wallies, I stood back and God, this really is pink. This goes really, really pink. So while Paul stands there having a tea break, fag, I'm now going to rinse the vehicle up and get rid of the rest of this stuff. So there are various cars around the site in various states of restoration and repair. These guys do engine swaps, they do everything. Very, very clued up, these guys. So that is fallout remover, believe it or not. Not a lot going on there. We thought we'd do the stage anyway. Next up is purple velvet, and yes, I didn't put enough in the actual lance, hence it being rather thin. It wouldn't be this thin if it was just in a bucket. This started to happen. The weather started coming in, and that's why it starts to get a little bit dark, and we start to panic. So I'm with a wash process now, both on this at this time. Nice to use, nice pleasant fragrance. And does it rinse off all right? Yes, it does. No streaks. So once that was completed, this is Sheen. This is a wet coat product. This is from Mile Deep. Kind of looks like a snow foam, but it isn't. And you can actually use this on your windscreen. So I'm going to spray the entire vehicle. And by the time we get around the other side, it'll be time to blast it off. Meanwhile, the weather starts looking a little bit iffy. It's definitely going to rain. So as you can see, you've got some protection going on. The water's starting to run off very, very quickly. These are handy for maintenance washes, for top-ups. You get around the entire vehicle, everywhere. You haven't got to worry about busting out microfibers, putting on waxes, putting on sealants by hand. These are very, very straightforward, very, very quick. Handy if you're a mobile guy as well. So once we've finished making pretty patterns and making it bead up, it's time to towel dry it off. And this happened next. It absolutely chucked it down. And got dark very, very quickly. And these are the cars we did in the morning. That was the one I did, and that was the one that Paul did. I told you I wasn't going to let you go without seeing some Mazdas. Now back to my lounge, and yeah, let's go and regroup.
So I got there in the end. Apologies for not filming the MX-5s. You will see MX-5s on the channel. Do not worry. Don't panic. You will see them. The idea was just to get through the vehicles and see how much time we had left to produce any content for you guys, and we did produce a video, so there you go. Let's talk about the products. I didn't mix these up. Paul would mix these up. I can't remember the dilution rates. Honestly, this was a very, very long day, but we're going to talk about the wheel and tyre cleaner. I can tell you how it performed. It performed pretty well. Interestingly enough, the back wheels were actually worse than the front. They're caked in mud and caked in grime, and they're a bit sort of brownish, a bit tarnished, but it brought them up, brought them nice, nice and bright finish. Wheel and tyre cleaners can be a mixed bag sometimes. They try and do two things at once, and one thing they won't do as well as the other, but these seem to do a reasonable job. So yeah, that was the wheel and tyre cleaner. Comes with citrus pre-wash. This is one of those camps where you're either TFR or your alkaline-based product, and citruses, to me, they're either, I think, sometimes can be hit and miss. This one was pretty good, but I think it was mixed up fairly strong. And it did kind of dry out a little bit. It was a bit patchy in places, maybe due to my technique of pre-spraying it on the car. Let me know what you think about pump sprayers as well, because I did this in a trigger spray. Let me know what you think about pump sprayers, because I know I've had a few messages lately where people have had a few issues with mixing up stuff in pump sprayers. I don't get the same results. Let me know what you think about that one. Anyway, did a reasonable job, as you can see by the video. When it comes to the let's have a look. Fallout, yeah, we had mild deep, not a lot on the car. There was a little bit on the rims, as you can see. I didn't bleed like crazy. Obviously, this is not like the Mini, the super fast Mini. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. And then we had the snow foam. Now, this was interesting because this snow foam is pretty much a gimmick. Coloured snow foams, to me, they don't really do a lot. They get yourself noticed. If you're doing it somewhere, and there's lots of people around who go, oh wow, look at that, what's that on the car? And you can chuck your business cards out. To me, they're more of a gimmick, a promotional thing. It doesn't really do a lot. There's not really any cleaning power in it. Sorry about that, but that's my view on them. They don't seem to do a lot. Shampoo, purple velvet, nice lot of lubricity. Didn't put enough in the snow foam cannon, probably down to the way my big boy snow foam Lance delivers it. It seems to pump through an awful amount of water, but shot the rest in the bucket. It's got a fair bit of lube in it. It's not the foamiest, but that, once again, probably my dilution rates. The only bit you get to do, Paul, and you balls it up. Oh dear. When it comes to drying, now this was the mild deep sheen. I've used this before. It's a drying aid, a topper-upper if you like, a wet coat product. This was a bit of a lifesaver, to be honest with you, because just after we did it, we'd already dried the vehicle off, and we sprayed the vehicle, and you can see it actually looks like snow foam when you spray on. It's quite thick. It's really weird. I have used this before. I don't remember it being that thick, and it just beads up straight away. And a bit of a lifesaver, because we're getting the vehicle dry as quickly as possible before the rain came, and then it came, and I got all the lovely beading shots. So kind of a win-win, really. But this is tough. This is really tough. I've got to be honest, this is one of the hardest videos to make because of the time scale involved. And if you think it's easy filming cars and doing the job at the same time, you're very much mistaken. Filming cars here, it's not an issue, not an issue at all. You are going to see more of Paul, you're going to see more of me at the MX-5 place, so please stick with it. We've also got some auto glim stuff, some new release stuff coming, and yes, built handbar is coming to the channel, so stick around for that. If you like the video, thumbs up, please comment, please interact, and please subscribe, because loads of you that watch my videos are not subscribed, and you need to. So we will be back very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Stick around for more videos. Check them out. Go through the back catalogue and fill your boots. Meanwhile, I'm going to go and put the kettle on. Ta-ra, see you soon. Bye.